I took her for a spin out in the field yesterday. You see how my tires are muddy. The field was, some parts of it were still mushy and got the truck stuck. Had to rock it back and forth, like put it in first gear, go forward a little bit, put it in reverse, go back a little bit, and kind of rock it around, get it going again. I finally got it going, and got a little mud there too. But anyway, had a little fun out in the field. I call, how some people name their vehicles? The vehicle that I learned to drive in was an old 1969 VW bus. Of course, back then, it wasn't exactly old. Because I learned to drive. Which one of these is my new tire? I think that's my new tire. That's my brand new tire. I got put on there not too long ago. But anyway, I learned to drive in a 1969 VW bus. This truck is a 1972 Chevy Custom 10. Anyway, it runs. I had it out in the field yesterday and did a little spinning around. I aired up this tire yesterday, just long enough for me to take it out in the field and then bring it back and park it, and the darn thing went flat again. But it's leaking air around this thing, the stem, whatever you call that thing. And but anyway, this thing's it's a 3-speed on the column. I always called it a 3 on a tree. And a lot of people call it 3 on a tree, but it's 3-speed on the column. But I almost forgot what I was trying to say. But anyway, it's kind of dented in over here where the tree fell on it. What people name their vehicles, the 69 Volkswagen bus that I learned to drive in was a stick shift, had, it was a clutch and everything. So my first vehicle to learn to drive was a, have to shift gears, make it go, all the good stuff. So I learned early on. And this one is 3 on a column. We call it 3 on a tree. And look at that. It got moss growing on the window. There's some moisture there. No one is that leaking out of. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, not sure what it's leaking out of, but it was leaking out of something sitting there. Hope it wasn't this. No? Oh well. Anyway. Betsy was the name that we gave the 1969 VW bus that we drove. Me and my sister learned how to drive. My sister actually named it. A lot of people name their vehicles. A lot of people, will because it becomes personal. Your vehicle is just part of your life, and it becomes personal. And hey, Little Puff, why ain't always got to be bothering me? Little Puff's always got to come around and get my way. All right, I love Little Puff, but Little Puff is annoying. You're worse than a dog. You know that, Little Puff? I don't know, that's a bad insult, but get out of my way. What you got over there? Little kookaburra thing right there. Okay. This truck I have named Patina. I'll shut the door and lock you in. Come on, get out of the truck. Get out of the truck. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get out of the truck. Get out of the truck. Get freak out of the truck. Come on. Get out of my freaking truck. Thank you. Oh gosh. Go. Alright. I've named her Patina. It's a suiting name. I've got moss growing on it. Look at that. That's moss. Different types of moss. Look at that. I need to get that off of there. A power washer will take care of that. Ain't that right, little Puff? Get my power washer going. Pop the hood. Yesterday, it was running pretty good yesterday. Periodically I'll come out and just start it up and let it run. Of course that radiator's fairly new. I had replaced it over at the other house, and then I was able to drive it the 15 miles on the state route to come all over here. I haven't taken it back out on the road since then. One reason is it's not exactly tuned very well, I guess you could say. I got a tire that keeps going flat. I've got various different problems. One problem I have is the carburetor. The carburetor is needing some work. It really needs some work. Little Puff, I was going to collect those leaves and put them in my compost, and you're over there messing with it. Man, freaking cats. You know what? Cat's got 5 acres here and it has to go right there where I was thinking of collecting leaves to put over in my garden. But look at all the leaves I've got out here. Man, I've got leaves all in here. Tons and tons of leaves. But I'm going to take a lot of these leaves. Probably what I'll do is just run the lawnmower over them. That way it chops them up. I'll just do that. That way it kind of disintegrates them a little bit. Put them in the bagger and then dump them in my actual 4 foot by 8 foot raised bed gardens. Wet them down, of course. Let them sit in there wet, and cover them with some kitchen scraps, and and just let them compost in the gardens instead of piling them up. I'll be covering them up with already good made compost, and that way I'll have what do they call it? Leaf mold. Okay, back to the truck. Anyway, I don't have my key with me, otherwise I'd get in and start it. My horn is disconnected. One reason is because I think that's it right there. One reason it's disconnected is because the part on the steering wheel that you press to make the horn go is like old and petrified. Look at that. Okay. When I turn the key on, that horn goes and just makes all kinds of noise. But what I'm thinking about doing is thinking about taking that horn, hooking that thing up in my Honda Civic, because that thing's a loud freaking horn. Yeah, just disconnect it from there, mount it to something, hook it up, So the one that goes meh, like regular old Honda horn, and then this one goes brrr, making a little loud noise. But yeah, my carburetor, it's oh, what do you call it? I forgot what you call it. It's a mono. I mean, it's only got one air intake thingy in it, but it seems to not do the little reservoir in it that holds the gasoline with the little float or whatever you call it. It doesn't seem to work properly anymore. I mean, it works good enough for me to put her around on my land, but I don't feel comfortable getting out on the road in it. So as time goes by, I'll be cleaning it up more and getting some of the more important mechanical things taken care of. Like I've got some wiring I think I need to replace. I need to get the air filter, working properly, and the carburetor working properly. I'm really terrified that thing will leak gas and catch on fire. So I don't want that to happen, because that would just destroy my dreams of having a wonderful old pickup truck. So I need to do what's best safe wise, and also what's best mechanical wise. So safety first, always. And part of the safety is having your engine working properly, your brakes working properly, all your electrical system working properly, your lights, your tires, good tires, not tires that go flat all the freaking time. Making sure your fuel line's good and not leaky, making sure your electrical system and timing is good, all kinds of things like that. So I mean, I could start it up and drive it to, 15 miles over to the other house and, load it up and bring, stuff over here. But I'd prefer not to use this one to do that right now. I will later, after I get all the work done to it. I'll use it more as a work truck. I mean, it's not pretty, but it is functional. It's useful, and that's why I have it. So, what do you think? You think I chose the perfect name for it? I call my truck Patina. Talk to you later.